Alright, howdy everybody. We got another day and I made some progress. Let me show you. Got a bag of insulation. I got all of it out. All of it out of the cavity. All of it, well, you know, just trust me. I got all of it out. Even up there. Came out real, you know, what I did was I kind of bunched it up a little bit and then kind of wiggled it and then bunched it up and then kind of wiggled it and then bunched it up and then kind of wiggled it and it came out. So this stuff, there's a piece of plumbing down there for an overflow, and that was the toughest part because I guess the installers, when they put the insulation in, they kind of packed it a little more tighter around that piece of plumbing down there, that copper pipe. Anyway, I'm not going to stay too long in here, but I just wanted to show you. I'm already feeling warm. I caulked everything I could caulk. All the white stuff is just new, what I just did. Alright? And, yeah, I didn't do everything because don't forget I did a lot of the silicone with the OSI outside, you know, when I did this. So, a lot of it, you might say, well, you didn't do over there. Well, a lot of it I did on the other side. So, I just figured, you know, what the heck. It's exposed, and I'm going to do what I can do. Caulking is not expensive. Like you see right in there, that's all the OSI silicone, so I didn't need to redo that. And around here, that's when I put this insulation in, I put it in tight, so that's got a really good seal, so I didn't have to do it around there. So I did do between the wall over here. I didn't do over here because that's a bigger gap, so I'm going to have to get some spray foam insulation and spray it in there. I think what I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to do the back, see that, and I'm going to do this because that's a pretty big gap. And I was initially going to go with some caulking, but I'm like, no, that's going to take a lot of caulk. So I'm like, okay, I'll get some. I got some spray foam, and I'm going to do that. So there it is. Let me back out. I cleaned up a little bit. Got a whole bag of insulation. You can see a lot of filtration there. I'm not going to disturb it. I got my fan going. I took my mask off, but that's why I don't want to be in here too long. So that's just a little update. I'm going to let that sit for a sec. Oh, I'll take you out into the shop. Hold on. Okay. I was up in the attic space today. Oh, I got a good movie on. Okay. Let me show you about the movie. This is a classic. Well, everything I watch is pretty much classic, but this is a 1950s Mission to the Moon. No, Men on the Moon. Oh, I forget the name of it, but it's 1950 and it's in color. So go figure, right? A classic at 1950. So I'm sure this was like a hit back in the day. All right, this is what I brought you out here for. Here's my insulation I'm going to use. Sound and thermo and fire retardant. Blow it in and spray applied. I'm not going to do either. I'm just going to get a bucket. One of my cleanest buckets. Maybe this bucket right here. And now it comes out clumpy, so you have to kind of mix it up. You don't want to put it in anything clumpy. You want to kind of mix it. So I'm going to hopefully put it in this bucket, and maybe I have an idea. I got a little blender attachment that I'm going to put on my drill, and I'm going to see if that works. So, but anyway, that's my insulation. And I was also thinking about taking it up when I put the vapor barrier on. Putting the vapor barrier on first and just not putting it all the way up to the wall, but having it drip, leave a little bit open so I can pour. But I'm going to have to wait and see. That might be a little bit more than I can do just by pouring it in. But anyway, that's my insulation. And the R value is, good question. What is the R value? Hold on, let me see if I can get you the R value. All right, here's the R value right here. 2x4, which is what I got. R13, does that sound right? Installed thickness, yeah, 3.5 inches. Minimum weight per square foot. So I'm going to try to pack it not super dense, but I'm going to, when I put it in there, I'm going to use something like this, let's say, right? When it gets close to the top, of the cavity, I'm going to be using this kind of to tamp it down, but I'm not going to pack it super tight. So that's my insulation. I'll leave you with that shot right there. Okay, so stay tuned. You're all up to date. More to come.